channel. And today I am going to be doing something a little different. So as I had said in our our first video, I'm going to be reading like 52 books in a year. So for me, not too much of a challenge, but to keep myself accountable, I wanted to just upload a video kind of talking about the books I read and also getting some of your guys' opinion on those. So I'm going to go through, I read 4 books in January, so I'm going to kind of just quickly go through those, give my review, and yeah, we'll kind of go through it. But before we start, make sure to comment down below. Tell me what books you guys are reading. I am going to need plenty of suggestions just because I have to read 52 of them at least. So let me know what you're reading down below. Make sure to hit the bell so you know whenever we upload. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you can see new videos every Sunday. And let's get started. So right at the end of 2020, I read Sarah J. Maas's A Court of Thorns and Roses. So right after that, January 1st, I started off with the second book, A Court of Mist and Fury. And for those who don't really know what A Court of Thorns and Roses is, this book is basically sort of a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. And so the book I started with, A Court of Mist and Fury, is the second book where we kind of pick up where we left off in the first one, where our main character, Feyre, she is back at the Spring Court with Tamlin and Lucian and those people, and she's basically kind of jumping into the role of what the wife of Tamlin would be doing, and they are engaged to be married, but she's experiencing a lot of PTSD from under the mountain. This book took me on a roller coaster of emotions. This book, they're long. These books are long. I was not prepared for that, but I did really love this book. I loved the journey it takes. The plot, okay, we know it's not, like, I don't know. The plot's there, but it's sort of like cookie cutter. I did kind of expect what was going to be happening, but like I enjoyed it. I did find myself enjoying what I was reading and just like enjoying the experience and really loving the characters themselves. Maybe not their developments necessarily, but I loved the characters. So kind of went with that theme, and so I don't know, that was a good book and went through that one. Some of the downsides of that book, yes, I feel like there's a lot of hype around these books, especially on TikTok. I had my expectations very high just based on the fandom that's created behind it. So actually then reading it, my brain was like, okay, let me like level those down a bit. All right, so then I jumped right in. I decided I'm gonna just read the rest of the books that are out. So the next was A Court of Wings and Ruin. And this book, I don't know, I liked it. It was an enjoyable read. I got through it, and I think it built on the things I loved about the characters even more. The story of it, I think, and mind you, these books are a lot, so I kind of blacked out, but like this story particularly, I felt like we were going so many different directions. Like we got to a point in like maybe halfway where I was like, okay, the book, like where else are we going? And then it just kept going, and I was like, oh, okay, we're going to go to like the war and everything in this book. So I don't think I was fully prepared for that, but also I was like just trying to take in so much information. These books are a lot, and I feel like, me personally, I would have rather us like break them into smaller books with like more fleshed out plots and like through lines than just like, I feel like it's just a bunch of world in one book. So that was like the only downside to probably both the second one and the third one. And then right after that went to A Court of Frost and Starlight. It was just like a fun, here's where our characters are at, I guess. So there wasn't much plot to it. It was a more so like, here's our characters, let's love on them, which I personally enjoy. Like I was saying before, I just love these books mainly for the characters and how they interact with one another. So then the last book I read was more of a prequel little novella to a new series that I'm actually working on now for February by a new author. I hadn't really heard of her, and I actually found her on TikTok, and her name's Charlie Nottingham. And this book, it's called Blood Bar. This is a prequel I think was written after the first ones were out, I think. Basically, these stories, so this story particularly, Blood Bar, is about our main character, Layla, and she is half fae, a quarter guardian, and a quarter angel. So this story just has all of those supernatural characters that we know and love, and she is sort of a hybrid combination of these characters, and she works alongside her boyfriend and his family and working for the angels to like find demons and find other supernatural creatures like vampires and werewolves who aren't following the laws of their world, and they go and act as sort of like the policemen. This particular prequel, they are on a mission in this small town to look at vampires who are like killing people, which is against their rules. They're not supposed to kill them or drain them or bring attention to themselves. It was just a really good introduction to the characters, and I don't know, it was really well written. All right, and there we have it. Those are the books that I read for January. Yeah, I'm excited to do these. I'm gonna be doing these for each month of the books I read. So again, comment down below, let me know what books I should be reading, what books you have been reading. I typically fall more in the fantasy books, but if there are some that are outside of that genre, let me know. I want to read them. And make sure to like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. We release new videos at 10 a.m. Pacific time.